Anything I want to develop? Meanwhile, quiet's still in the background. Doesn't look like I need any of this. Let's go. Ooh, hold on. I can now detect S rank people. Sweet. I don't know where I'm gonna find S rank people, but we can detect them now. So that's good. Anyways, hey kiddos, welcome back to another episode of Metal Gear Solid 5. We're in a helicopter with Quiet again, and the children escaped. So that's not good.
Boss, we gave Ralph, that kid who died in the accident, a burial at sea. The man in charge of that facility has been severely punished. But ever since, the kids have been acting strange. It's obvious they've lost their trust in adults. I was getting reports of them ignoring the staff, or getting insolent, and even violent. And a few days later, several of the kids did a disappearing act. They snuck into choppers and shipping containers and got off base. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. These kids were born in a war zone and forced to grow up as war fighters. If they're left alone, war is how they'll die. But I thought we showed them there are other reasons to live. I never liked having children on Mother Base. But the thought of them going back to the battlefield and picking up their old lifestyle is something I can't stomach. It makes me think of Chico, 9 years ago. We have to get those kids back. Hell, they know too much about our operation. I never expected even the kids to betray us.
Damn. Alright, well, before we do that, I'm gonna do this mission just really quick. Okay, let's do this. Oh, and Quiet was getting in a neat little pose. Interesting. Alright. This is good. Let's go daytime. Alright. So, this one's really easy. That's why I want to do it really quick. This one's really easy, and then after that, we can go ahead and do the missing children side quests. Because that leads to a fun little cutscene. Fun little scene. All the little side ops lead to something different, which is fun. And most of them don't mean anything, but I like that there's a good lot that are like game changing, you know?
Boss, retrieve the film canister our informant hid in Spookmate Keep before he died. It contains vital information on Skullface's plan. For now, our only clue is the garbled photograph the informant tried to send us before the end. We're working on analyzing the data, but there's no time to wait. A KGB Spetsnaz squad is after the target as well. Boss, go to Spookmate Keep and use the VI to lead you to where the film canister is hidden. It is paramount you retrieve the target before the enemy does.
Boss, we need you to get back a film canister one of our informants hid in the field. He was working under my orders to investigate the extraordinaries that showed up in Cyprus. The man on fire and the floating boy that keeps showing up where they're not welcome. Apparently they were the subjects of some top-secret research conducted by the Kremlin. Unfortunately, that meant our informant drew the attention of the KGB's Directorate S, and they took him out before we could make contact. The good news is he placed a report in a film canister and hid it somewhere in Spookmate Keep. Just before he died, he transmitted VI of the hiding place to us, but the data was cut off partway through. The image is far from clear, but it might provide the clue you need. We'll be analyzing the data further to try to clear it up, but for now, get to Spookmate Keep. The KGB have already dispatched a Spetsnaz squad to retrieve that film canister and cover the whole thing up. Boss, there's no time to waste. Head to Spookmate Keep and use the VI as a clue to find and retrieve that target. Why was Sahelanthropus mobile? How are the man on fire and that kid connected to Skullface's plan? If we can just get that report, we can blow it all wide open. Then we can shake off the last remnants of Skullface and the phantoms he left behind.
Okay, so I could probably do this without even killing anyone. Oh shit! That's really good rank though. Oh, quiet got me, never mind.
He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
Oh shit! Fuck! Got him! Okay, so...
Talk. Spit it out. A prisoner. You gonna help him?
Yeah, for sure, why not?
Leave the rest to us. Boss, we fully decrypted the VI data. Now the target's hiding place should be clear as day. Check your iDroid.
Oh my god, stop waking up!
Spoog May Keep. The target is hidden somewhere around there.
Somewhere around here. I see it. Hold on. So it's... It's right here. There it is.
You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Well, that guy had a prisoner, didn't he?
Speak.
Guy didn't give me a prisoner. Man. Alright, we're skedaddling.
Begin cover fire.
Don't worry, they're still alive, just crippled.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Mission complete, boss.
Alright, so if I'm correct, one of the missing kids is actually still down here. And then I think two of them are in Africa. I'm not sure. Alright, so...
Boss, I have a quick report for you here. We've discovered a radiation leak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform. It's coming from testing equipment we installed the other day. Members of the medical team have been conducting research there, but we'll evacuate them all from the research block to the containment block next to it. Emmerich.
There's no need to worry. No radioactive material is leaked, so the contamination won't spread. We just need to seal off the testing equipment.
I've dispatched the security.
I wonder what happens if I put him in the back of the truck. Like if I just throw him in the back of the truck. Oh, I can't.
He's coming too. Roger that.
On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Alright, let's go get those kids back. Oh, so that's okay. I got a free truck. That guy, I knew that if I didn't kill him, it would have brought the car up with me. Okay, Okay, search for the escaped children.
Be careful down there, boss.
Alright. So going to that valley is gonna take, oh my god, almost 4,000 meters. That's okay. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a sign. I thought it was like an upside down car.
Boss, you need to find those kids who escaped. Fighting's still the only way of life they know. If we don't bring them back, they'll just end up getting killed.
Well, luckily I can futon kids. That'll make this mission a bit easier. Plus, you know what I could do? I could grab the kid and then exfil on one of these. So that's what I'll do. I'm gonna grab the kid and then I'm gonna exfil on one of these. Oh. I hear music. Turn music off. Child!
Whole lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that.
You come with me.
Boss, get down. That's an enemy gunship. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Damn, that sucks. It's an enemy gunship. It doesn't matter, I'm already out of there. Yeah, we'll do it here. This is closer. Yeah, those pauses between loading screens are weird. I don't know what to say between them. I don't know. Oh, so you want to hear something fun that I did learn though? Every time you're in a helicopter, an hour passes by. Like if you go up, yeah, an hour passes. It's weird. I don't know. So somewhere in here, there is a tiny person. I think I heard the tank.
Be careful down there, boss.
Oh, this is such a bumpy road. Not even a road. Oh, shit. It's the worst way to travel.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them. That's a security guard with zero risk security. They like to call themselves a security company, but their ranks are made up of former South African military. When you look at what they're doing, I can think of a much more appropriate word for these guys. Mercenaries.
Cover me. Begin cover fire.
Wait, don't. Nah, fuck. She's already engaging. She's already engaging. Quiet, please. We have to be silent.
Stand down.
Well, too late.
Fire at
Okay, never mind.
cease cover fire.
Well, that works fast. Okay. Well, I guess we're clearing the house. I don't know where this kid is. I don't even know if he's in the house. Well, we found him. Oh, I got a blueprint. Child! Ah! Okay, so yeah,
Snake, are
see?
you okay?
See, quiet, see why we have to be sneaky? See why we have to be sneaky? This time I actually got in sneakily. Alright, and then should be. Bye bye! Steal the song on the radio because you don't want that. Alright, shut up, child.
Trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that.
There we go. Reflex mode's coming in handy, huh? There we go. And then you, child.
About the kids. It appears there's a movement among them to organize against us. I can think of only one person who could be behind that. I'll continue to look into it.
No witnesses!
Roger.
Alright, let's go quiet, come on! I should probably build my bond with D-Dog too. I know he doesn't have any fancy cutscenes, but it'd be nice. It's got jet engines now.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
I just need like one more person for, let's see, staff management.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
There we go. And then there's one more, I believe. It'll allow us to do the Eli thing. Extra tape? Ooh.
Snake, you remember the White Mamba? Of course, he's been going by Eli since we brought him on base. He was the leader of the child soldier unit we took out of that village and into our protection. Well, according to the kids you brought back here, all the escapees were especially close to Eli. There's reason to suspect he's behind all 6 escapes. We've already detained him. I'll be questioning him shortly.
Wait. You'll be?
Ocelot.
You're incapable of taking an impartial stance with those kids. Question them all you want. It'll get you nowhere.
Ocelot, you get too many kicks from your art of interrogation.
It's not a matter of art. It's about quick, minimal strokes of psychological warfare. That's what gets the answers. And it's the best way to keep both questioner and subject safe. The risks only increase the more an interrogation drags on. At that point, it causes as much pain to the inflictor as the inflicted.
Like I said, too many kicks.
What I'm trying to tell you is we need quick results. Otherwise, it'll be too little, too late.
I know that.
And besides, I know the subject. I won't go overboard with a kid.
Forget it. You're not needed. Snake, we'll want to question the other kids too. Be sure to bring them all back. Snake, about the escaped children. Eli confessed. The way he tells it, they wanted to go back to the battlefield. Don't rob them of their freedom, he said. If you bring them all back, there will be consequences. Next, he'll be asking for our surrender.
Consequences? What consequences?
No idea. That's all I have for now.
You're too attached to those kids. Stop protecting Eli.
Listen to yourself.
Let me question him, and we'll get some real answers.
Not necessary. I'll report as and when.
Ooh. Okay, I know this is a danger zone, but I think I got it. I think I got it. This isn't, well, from my understanding, this area isn't Soviet soldiers. I think it's skulls. So, yay! Helicopter ride right into the skulls. That's alright. We'll be okay. Promise, you won't even get shot at. But there's 6 escapes? I didn't know that. I thought there was only 3. Hold on. Also, in the meantime, let me listen to the... Not this, but... Let me listen to the informant. There we go.
We finished decoding the informant's report. That floating kid we've run into a few times now. Looks like he was a test subject in clinical experiments. The Soviets called him the Third Boy. The Third Boy was brought to a lab on the outskirts of Moscow from Czechoslovakia, after which he was due to be sent to a research center in Leningrad, then Siberia, and finally an academic town in Novosibirsk. It doesn't appear that the researchers witnessed the talents we've seen from him, but nevertheless he was quite the popular subject. His latent cognitive abilities suddenly awoke en route to Moscow. According to the report, the third boy was easily influenced by other individuals' biofields. Evil thoughts, in particular. They affected his mind like a virus.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
Now, during the transport flight to Moscow, the boy was exposed to a powerful mental energy field coming from a certain individual. Ever since, being conscious of his powers, he's become a sort of energy generator. What's unique about him is the way his acute telepathic abilities get taken over by another person's will. The boy began to physically parasitize individuals experiencing extreme anger and codify the host's desires. This includes amplifying the host's natural strengths. Or, in accordance with the host's desires, he can also implant program code in another individual, making them a puppet, essentially. Human neural synapses transmit weak electrical currents between neurons. These electrical currents, though at a level difficult to observe, warp the magnetic field outside the body. The third boy is able to pick up these weak fluctuations. Contrary to psychotronics, which involves controlling the human mind, his abilities as a receptor are too high. The emotions he picks up from another individual are amplified and unleashed into his body as they recur in his brain. They turn into microwaves, which then affect the physical world, triggering paranormal phenomena like the spontaneous combustion of organic matter or psychokinesis, moving an object without touching it. There's one other thing. While he's parasitizing a host, the boy's ego gets shut away, allowing the will of the host to take control of his powers, like some annoying static drowning out your own voice. That means he isn't responsible for what's been happening. Somebody's extreme anger has manifested through the third boy's powers in ways none of us could have predicted.
You gonna extract him?
I mean, this was going on somewhere around us. Looking back on it, a lot of things make sense now. The man on fire, Sahelanthropus, they both came to life thanks to the third boy's powers. Everything has been happening through him as a catalyst. We first saw him in the hospital on Cyprus. The boy parasitizing the man on fire's desire for revenge gave him his new abilities in return. He next appeared at the Hamid Fighters Fort where the honeybee was hidden. There, the boy parasitized Skullface's vengeful eye. He controlled Sahelanthropus, making it do whatever Skullface wanted. Same goes for when we extracted Emmerich onto the chopper. When he appeared at the Devil's House in Central Africa, Skullface's will controlled the man on fire via the third boy's powers. Everything is clear up to this point. But even the informant couldn't pinpoint who the host was in a cave within Serac power plant. Sahelanthropus suddenly became active, then crushed not only the man on...
Hold on, the kid's nearby. There he is.
Whole lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that.
Go, tiny child, be free!
Okay, subject is in.
Fire, but Skullface as well. Surely neither of them could have been the host. Who else was at that location and bore anger more extreme than either of them? Whose will was controlling Sahelanthropus? According to the report, emotions transmitted in children's brains affect the surrounding magnetic field more strongly. Cerebral nerves are covered with insulation called myelin sheaths to increase impulse speed. The reason for this leakage has to do with the fact that children's myelin sheaths are still developing. So, how many children do you remember being there? Children with a burning desire for revenge and bearing a grudge against you. I can think of only one. Eli. We don't know what kind of life he's had, but the resentment he's shown toward adults is nothing short of extraordinary. The third boy resonated with Eli's mind. And that means Eli bore the strongest animosity of all individuals within the boy's reception range, estimated to be a 3-mile radius, beating out even Vulcan and Skullface. The third boy has probably remained hooked on Eli's anger since. You remember at the Devil's House, the third boy showed an interest in Shabani? That must have been his ego making a rare appearance.
Oh. That's not good. Alright, well, bye-bye.
His abilities far beyond anyone else in the world, but he's still a kid. Maybe them both being kids was enough to bring them together. And if so, maybe with Eli, he isn't feeding off him, but acting in symbiosis with him. So what kick-started the third boy's powers? If we know the location and time that his plane went down, we can make a pretty good guess. When the plane experienced the first anomaly, it gave an accurate report of its position to a control tower, due north of the Black Sea, 125 miles east of Kiev. Dead south on the Black Sea is Cyprus's Green Line. So the plane's position was directly north of the hospital where you'd been asleep for 9 years.
Oh, wait,
and
no.
this anomaly was reported at exactly the same time that you woke up. The plane was enveloped in flame from the inside out. The fuselage burnt to ashes. There were no survivors, at least not publicly admitted. Your thoughts formed a synchronicity with the boy's psyche and were amplified inside his brain. That would have been more than enough to trigger his abilities. Your rage was like a big bang in his head, blowing the lid off his powers. The boy was then secretly moved to the lab outside of Moscow where Volgin...
What? That killed me?
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
Alright, whatever. We get the side quest done, so I don't care. There we go. I wanted to keep listening to that tape. That sucks. Hey.
So what kick-started the... If we look at when the plane control tower, due north of the Black, dead south on the Black, so the plane's position, and this is the... If you're that your rate, the boy was then secretly moved to the lab outside of Moscow where Volgin was comatose. There, Volgin's thoughts resonated with the boy, and he was awakened. Volgin...
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
His instincts led him
Man.
straight to you. Skullface knew Volgin from Operation Snake Eater, or perhaps from even before. Monitoring this pair of extraordinaries, he discovered the hospital and sent his assassin and XOF. Skullface was probably watching the situation from close by. Then, realizing how useful these two test subjects could be, he approached them. Reacting to Skullface's thirst for revenge, this time the boy let Skullface's will control Volgin. Volgin, at times driven by personal revenge, at times through Skullface's will, kept on moving, though his body was little more than dead meat. Perhaps there were moments where even your thoughts affected him as well. But without the boy's power, it was like the plug had been pulled from the socket. Everything was powered by anger, malice, revenge. This is how the end of the report sums things up. Both the third boy and the man on fire were originally test subjects of paranormal research for military applications. Like telekinetically controlling the leader of an enemy nation and making him launch a nuke. Or stopping the heart of someone on the wrong side of the Berlin Wall. Experimenting with latent human abilities. They were used as tools of the Cold War. The boy's only crime was being born with unique gifts. But he was sacrificed on the altar of war. His life reduced to slavery under other people's wills. Turned into a living weapon with no will of his own. Eventually, the only emotion he could feel must have been the desire to get revenge for the hand he'd been dealt. Boss, it's you that awakened the boy's powers. But there's more to it than that. I guess the anger emanating from you was something he could truly relate to.
Damn. Where the fuck is this kid? Is he over there? There he is. What the
A
hell?
lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that.
Boss, we found weapons in the children's section of the living quarters. As you know, weapons are strictly off limits. We've got some rule breakers. The weapons we found were handmade. Blades ground out of knives and forks, a couple of bow guns built out of scrap, and explosives made using detergents. And get this, the explosives were tightly packed with nails. The kids put the blame on, you guessed it, Eli. I guess that's what he meant by consequences.
I questioned him about it, but this time he claimed they want to be put out on missions. Send us to the battlefield, he says.
Miller, enough is enough. You've protected him too much already. It's my turn to question him.
Protected?
What Eli's doing is issuing a threat. Comply with my demands or I'll respond with force. But it'll be war at this rate. Forks and soap aren't going to kill us, but some of them will end up dead. Is that what you want? Now, I hate to say it, but they want to be on the battlefield. It's time you gave up this fantasy.
Eli, he said they'd rise up against us if we bring the last kid back.
There, you see? Ignore his demands. Don't let him return to quarters. That attitude is contagious. We lose control over them for good.
For the time being, we've confiscated those handmade weapons. We're bumping up security and the number of psychiatric counselors. As for Eli...
He needs some very special care.
You mean solitary?
Well, we can't leave him in contact with the other kids. If you won't do it, I will. Boss, keep working on extracting those kids.
Anyways. Bye-bye. How do I get down from here? There we go. We've got
Okay, subject
one more.
is in.
Ow. Oh. Yeah, Eli's got more shit to say. Interesting.
The kids you brought back to base have laid out the situation. They all escaped to each of their home villages, or were trying to get home, and lost their way. Not that homesickness is gonna explain everything we've seen.
Each of their home villages. They were trying to raise troops for the rebellion.
You really think these kids have an armed uprising in them?
You read the report of the security team member who had a rock thrown at him. There'll be a riot if we don't do something. And Miller, this is because you didn't act fast enough.
Fine. I'll admit you were right this time.
Seal off the kids' quarters from outside contact before it's too late.
All right.
Eli said his rebellion would start when the last kid is brought back, right? You better be ready to meet him head on if it really happens.
Yeah.
You should have left it to me in the first place.
responsibility to see that those kids make it. It's not about feeling protective or the pros and cons. I hate kids. That's exactly what I heard from the people who raised me. People who abandoned me, more like. That's the spark that kept me going, you know? I wanted to show those adults what I was made of. Wanted to get back at them one day. But before I knew it, I was all grown up. Never saw it coming. All of a sudden, people treated me as an adult. Some adult I turned out to be. But I feel like if my life had been different, if the adults I knew had been different, I could have grown up better. Yeah, that's it, all right. I wanted to use those kids to test that theory. That's all this was. From their point of view, I'm no different from the assholes who gave me a hard time. When this is all blown over, I'll talk it out with them, if that's still possible. Boss, there are still kids out there. Bring them back safe.
Boss, it's me. Eli's revealed what he wants. He wants to speak with you. With Big Boss. He just said, bring my father here. Eli's too smart for his own good. No way to tell what he's thinking. All we know for sure is his men are important to him. That means we can use the escaped kids as leverage in any negotiation. Once you've brought the last one back, I'll interrogate him. If the kids do rise up, we'll meet them full force. End of story. I didn't want things to turn out like this. We could have prevented it, but it's too late. If Eli means to take this all the way, he's gonna force us to do the same. Boss, look at that last kid.
Meanwhile, Quiet's just gonna take on all of them. They're gonna murder strike me? They don't even know where I am. Tim would sooner or later regret that. No, it's fine. They don't know where I'm at. They're trying to get quiet. They don't want me. Here you go, sheep. I don't want no trucks.
On board. Leave the rest to us.
But I will take the truck.
Штаб, штаб, это кафе. Понадеялся огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Мы потеряли врага. Все еще кажется поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность.
Gonna drive right through them. Said there were 6 of them, right? But I'm going after. I did 1, 2, 3, 5. So this would be 4. Oh, that's where this is. Okay.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
There we go. Well, you've got nothing I want.
Есть признак вражеской активности. Усилим охрану. Прием. ЛКП, понял. Смотрите в оба. Конец связи.
Alright, extract the kid, then just get out of there. There he is. What are you doing?
A whole lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that. Boss, I've updated the mission list. We received a new job offer. The details are on your iDroid.
Ищу подозрительный воздушный шар. Возможно, на базе лазутчик. Жду указания. Прием. ЛКП, понял. Возможно, это вражеское нападение. Всем быть начеку. Конец связи. Как это, Дмитрий-6? Один из наших лежит без
The
сознания.
CFA are gearing up for a large-scale attack against Angola's MPLA government. They're assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport and will be ready to move soon. We've been contracted by the MPLA to put a stop to them. But the keep burning on, whether we or not. Another East-West proxy war with the communist MPLA on one side and the capitalist-funded CFA on the other. An endless seesaw of blood and violence played out in the hands of the superpowers.
Alright, that's great. Hold on, I'll hear that in a second. Bye, fellas. Alright. We're doing really good. Proxy war without end. There we go. Now, it said armored column assembling to the north of the airport. So you want to spawn here. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. This might be another long one. I'm not sure. It depends on how long it takes for Eli to do anything. We'll do this. How about this? We'll do this mission and then we'll see what Eli does. Because that seems to be how they do things. Proxy war without end.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Oh, shit. So, they're gonna go here. So what I could do is meet them, like, at sea.
Be careful down there, boss.
Okay. So, I have the mines for this, luckily. Oh, they're right there. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that dude's a tank. Those are tanks. Holy shit. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Stop. Stop, please. Yep, I died. Okay. That didn't work.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Shit. Okay, ow.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
The CFA are gearing up for a large-scale attack against Angola's
There it
MPLA
is.
government. They're assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport and will be ready to move soon. We've been contracted by the MPLA to put a stop to them. But the civil war will keep burning on, whether we accept this job or not. Another East-West proxy war with the communist MPLA on one side and the capitalist-funded CFA on the other. An endless seesaw of blood and violence played out in the hands of the superpowers. I had my doubts at first, but I think we should take this job. Skullface is gone, but Cypher still remains. Competition with rival PFs will only get more intense. For us to survive, we need to expand our organization and get strong enough that no one can threaten us. Our only option is to fight and grow, and fight and grow.
That didn't work at all. That didn't work at all. Oh my god.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake?
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Alright, well. Don't have to get everybody. That's just a deterrent, basically. What I should do is follow behind them and try to get them all at once.
After assembling, the targets will then advance on another outpost. You could wait and take them all out at once, but it's a risky proposition.
You know what? I might do that. It sounds like a lot easier than trying to take on 2 moving tanks. You guys are moving, that's the problem. I need them to not moving. Like I said, the C4 is just a deterrent. Oh shit. Shooting it will disable it, or cause it to blow up. That works. I know we have D-Dog here, but maybe the horse? Okay, so you're right there. I know this is a bad idea. I know this is a bad idea. I know this is a bad idea. Fuck. Fuck.
That's
Fuck.
a serious
Fuck.
injury.
Fuck.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
No, I'm not okay. I'm sad.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out.
Oh, good. It's spawning right here. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna snag them all at once. Seems like the safer bet. Because, I mean, if they're all going to assemble here, I might as well just wait for them. Okay, so they're going to come in from there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm just gonna get them all at once. Or, I'm gonna get them when they get here. That's all I'll do. It's probably a bad idea, but I didn't say I had good ideas.
Capture cage. It'll trap small to medium-sized animals. The support unit will handle the extraction, so all you need to do is place the cage. Wild animals have all kinds of habitats. Try placing cages in a variety of places. You can Check the animals list on your iDroid to see which animals have been extracted.
This is not a smart idea, but it's an idea.
Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details. That's the way.
They must be so confused. It looks like somebody's been here, bro. No,
He's
no.
coming too. Roger that.
And we'll steal you.
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history.
And then all we'd have. Oh. All we'd have to do is take out the gunship and the last
That's an
tank.
enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles.
Why are you on the roof?
Good work. Just one target left.
There he is.
Eliminate the target. How you do it is your call.
I don't think he's stopping. He's not stopping. Stop the tank! Stop the tank! Here I am. Bye-bye.
Good. You completed the objective. Now get out of there.
Onbekende vijandelijke vijfrenser. Eerst om contacten bewerkt. Stellen.
We're here. In the meantime, I'm gonna listen to some tapes.
I hope you bought a better hamburger this time, Kazuhira. Right. Well, the last one was lacking in every way. The patty was too thin, the bun too dry, and the lettuce days old at best. Hey, that was 100% all beef patty, and no shortening in the bun either. Nature's blessings. unadulterated, in hamburger form. Is that it? But when taste falls short, so does our gratitude to nature. Making such precious blessings unpalatable is sacrilege. I hate to admit it, but I think you're right. I should have known better than to settle for second best. That's why I had him run some more R&D, develop a new burger. In fact, one of our researchers just dropped by with the latest results. Here it is. See how you like this?
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
I thank you for this bounty, Mother Earth.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Cool.
Good. You captured it alive.
Huh? Oh, I got a snake! Sweet.
Boss, as we suspected, the mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising against us. He could be hiding something else, too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
Where is he?
I told you. Your father's not here.
They're back.
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Your weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you. Did you really think it would be that easy, Commander? You'll get your boys back. They'll even see the boss, too. But first, I need to know what you sent them to do.
They wanted to leave.
To their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick, then?
Not quite. Military warlords, PFs, the armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill. I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance.
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
Like you! Goodbye, Father. I don't need you anymore.
Ralph really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Oh, okay. Eli just has Sahelanthropus. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's fine. I didn't want that. That's good. Praying mantis. Oh, I know that reference. Wait. Is the gas mask kid mantis? I don't know. Probably. Oh, shit. Now what?
Boss, we're looking for the kids in Sahelanthropus, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids? We don't know how bad this is until we find them. Also, regarding our concerns about Eli, I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. Give it a listen.
You know, when you brought back all the child
Boss,
soldiers...
I've updated the mission list.
Eli knew they...
We've received some new job offers.
Nobody
The
said...
details are on your iDroid.
I'm trying to listen to a tape,
I
guy.
got a message to him somehow. Eli wasn't put in the corner in timeout. He was locked up. You know, when you brought back all the child soldiers who escaped, Eli knew they'd returned. Needless to say, nobody said a word to him. I guess they got a message to him somehow. Eli wasn't put in the corner in timeout. He was locked up in that room, completely cut off from the outside world. Then how'd he find out? There's only one possibility I can think of. The Soviet Union has been researching military applications for psi phenomena. Psi? Things like psychokinesis and ESP, extrasensory perception. You mean moving objects without touching them? Knowing what card somebody's holding up? Psychic powers? Come on. I thought that was just another bunch of disinformation aimed at the West. Just bear with me a second. One type of ESP is telepathy. It's the ability to know another person's thoughts through nonverbal means. You're saying Eli read our minds? It's the only idea that doesn't involve someone getting to him. Ocelot. Look, psi research isn't some hocus pocus. It's all evidence-based, scientific... There's gotta be another explanation. Maybe one of the kids stuck a note to your back. I hope that's the case. But I am convinced that they have, or Eli has, a connection to some force we have yet to identify. You better watch yourself, boss. How am I supposed to do that? If he is depending on something for help, well, that's his Achilles heel. If you can figure out what that something is, you might be able to use it against him. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, and the medical team is looking after the kids left on Mother Base. For the moment, they don't seem too panicked. But boss, get this. Eli got those kids to plot their armed uprising as a diversion. Also, he could steal Sahelanthropus and escape. That brat got us good. Set us up and knocked us down. And then there's that mystery kid who was with Eli. With those two working together, I'd say things won't be over for a long time yet. Boss, we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests. We can finally put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests say there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative. He's not your son, nor is he your clone. He's just another person.
It was 12 years ago that Zero made plans to clone you. Eli's age and appearance certainly are a good fit. I admit the first time I saw him, I did a double take. But it looks like we were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone. Though you might still have one somewhere out there.
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him? Not to mention having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against selfish adults, and coming to hate who he was cloned from. Big boss. If that were really the case, I could understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. But no clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error. You yourself were there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually from a little before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
Maybe he suspected something when we drew the sample, not knowing what we were doing to him, and becoming mistrustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had an attitude problem from day one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's gonna tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up more first.
Yeah, and look how that turned out. Guy stole our giant robot, also the ultimate hamburger.
Rise and shine, old-timer. It is complete. I had our best and brightest working overtime, fine-tuning the greatest burger the world has ever known. I call it the chemical burger. What on earth is that color? Now, don't judge a burger by its color. Go on, try it. I am not very hungry. What? Oh, I get it. Now, sure, it's loaded with additives, but each one's been approved by the WHO for human consumption. Come on, one little bite's not gonna kill you. Are you sure of that?
This burger's got so many fucking chemicals in it. No, keep going, keep going.
Fine. Well, what do you think? It is perfect, right? Right? This takes me back to the taste of my youth. The neon signs on the Mother Road. Oh, I can see them now. So, what do you think of our signs now? And it doesn't just taste great. You won't believe how cheap it is to make. And because it's pumped up with preservatives, it won't spoil easily in regions lacking refrigerated storage or transportation infrastructure. This bad boy could even solve Africa's hunger problem. Excuse me? People will no longer fight over food or find reason to hate one another. Mankind will come together, reunited between these fluffy buns. Forget Pax Americana. Say hello to Pax Hamburgana. Pax Hamburgana. Skullface thought that destruction was the way to free the peoples of the world from American imperialism. But this is different. Tackling something head-on just makes for more conflict. Only by uniting the world can its various inhabitants truly become free. Having lived as an American parasite as long as I have, I know what I'm talking about. The chemical burger is poised to be the greatest liberating force the world has ever known. An ethnic liberator. Burger. Now all I need is a better brand image, starting with a name. I gotta run, old-timer. I'll catch you later.
Guy's trying to run on a cane. He's like, holy fuck, I just made the ultimate burger. And thus, children, that's how McDonald's was invented. Okay, what are our missions? Anything interesting? Metallic Archaea Extreme. I'm not really interested in that. I think I'm gonna do some FOB missions in the next episode. Bye, kiddos.